And Brian, let's talk a little bit about the Orioles' hot hitters right now. Some of the hot hitters. Who are you seeing that are right now in a good groove?
Well, I think you could look at several hitters, but certainly when you look at Trey Mancini, he's been terrific all year long. You look at Dwight Smith Jr., who has been very good, and then also Renato Nunez. You see a 7-game hit streak for Nunez, 345 average, the extra base hits to go along with it. Dwight Smith Jr., another 2 hits last night. He's battled lefties extremely well, was hitting 400 going into the game against lefties last night. So these 3 guys have been the catalyst for the Orioles offense. You could certainly include Jonathan Villar at the top of the order in that group as well. And if things are going to continue to progress for the Orioles, these 3 or 4 guys are really going to have to carry them for a while.
Cedric Mullins obviously is struggling. What do you see from Cedric Mullins?
Yeah, Cedric, he had a tough spring training too, and everybody thought, well, he'll get it going once the season starts, and that just hasn't happened. And guys, when I look at it, I look at the fact that in 2019, he has had 30 plate appearances that have ended on a fastball. He's 0 for 30 in those plate appearances. Last year, he hit 272 in those same plate appearances, ending in fastballs. And Rick, you know as well as I do, if you can't hit the fastball in the big leagues, you're not going to be able to play. So Cedric's going to have to get the bat head going. They are going to continue to attack him with fastballs until he proves that he can drive the ball, and that has been his biggest downfall so far in 2019.
Brian, you made an interesting comment during the telecast last night about the evolution of the game where the older players are maybe having trouble hitting the fastball, and that's one of the reasons why the younger players are coming in. Explain a little bit further, please.
Well, look, last night was a prime example. When you look at the 3 arms that the Rays ran out there, we didn't see a fastball probably under 95 or 96 miles an hour the entire game from the Rays. Velocity has gone up enormously in the last 10 years. I think we put a stat up last night that between 2008 and between 2019, the average fastball velocity is up over 2 miles an hour. Starters aren't having to go as deep into games, so they are probably letting it eat more. I think more specific training programs are increasing velocity, and then the bullpen arms are just that much better up and down. We used to say, let's get to the bullpen because that's where you get to some of the arms that you could get to. That's not the case anymore. Teams want to get to the bullpen when they're playing defense because the bullpen arms are so good. So when you get older, your reflexes slow down, and that's why we're just not seeing the 35 to 36-year-olds really thriving in the game, in my opinion, anymore. Offensively, the game has become so young because your reflexes have to be so good.